Your struggle season is over. Your struggle era is over. You know what it's like to feel like the only book in the Bible that you could relate to was the book of Job, because that seemed to be the only thing that was happening to you, one calamity after the other. Many of you had to be strong. The irony of those of you who felt like I had to fight my whole life, you made it to the other side to where your strength is not something that you have to force. Your strength is not something that you plead for. Like, you are perfectly strong. And the irony of that is now there's not going to be anything that you have to fight for. You are the embodiment of strength. And so you're literally getting ready to live your soft life. And yes, this is for men and women. This is for the masculine chosen ones and the feminine chosen ones. You're getting ready to live a soft life. Your strength, I'm thinking of the Bible verse, strength is made perfect in weakness, but it's like, you're perfectly strong. You're beautifully strong. You're so grounded. It's like your strength is not something no longer that you have to hold on to and cling to because of things that you're going through. But because of where you're at, there are just certain things that you're just not going to be experiencing. You have a certain level of emotional intelligence. A lot of you have been able to become your own best friends. Your mind is your favorite place to be. You're no longer worn with your own mind. You're no longer battling your old brain and those old stories. It's like you're free. Your nervous system has, acclimated. It's at peace. You're no longer in fight or flight. Trauma is stored in the body. For many of you, you've had years, decades worth of trauma that you are responding to. Some of you went through a lot of different things. Some of you went through things at each stage of your life until this point that was very significant. Some of you live multiple lives in one, to where you've been through things that people haven't even been through half of what you've been through. Some of you have certain like friends and certain people around you that's going through certain things. And you like, you just experiencing that? Been there, done that, got a few t-shirts for that experience. Like, so you're to a point now where there is no fight. There is no war. There's no war within yourself. And so a lot of these wars and these battles, a lot of you would attract certain people, attract certain relationships and certain experiences based on the wounds that you had, based on the battles that you fought. And you would draw other people to yourself that would stimulate those wounds more and make you have to get back in that fight or flight. Those days are over. Your nervous system is at peace. Your body is at peace. Get used to this. And this is just a message for those of you who can relate to what I'm saying. Some of you are listening and you will be here. Just remember that Galatians 6:9, do not grow weary in doing good, for in due season you will reap if you faint not. Peace is the ultimate goal. Knowing God for real, finding God in you, that is the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate prize, because once you find that, there will be nothing else that you seek after. There are people that have plenty material things, but they are insatiable. One of my favorite Bible verses in Ecclesiastes says, the belly of the wicked suffers want. And so, sometimes people who have more things is because they're looking to fill a void that they'll never be able to fill. Only God can fill that. Only God and you can fill that void. So this is just a message for those of you who've been feeling this way. Some of you have been feeling at peace, and it's something that, I don't want to say that you're nervous that something's going to change. I don't feel like y'all feel that, because you have you can feel yourself grounded. You can feel yourself rooted. You see how you responded to experiences that you've been experiencing lately with certain people, places, and things that if you experienced that before, you would have had a total different reaction. And not only would you have had a total different reaction, you would have felt differently about it. Some of you are, of course, you're not reacting anymore. You respond, one. And then two, even if there are certain things that, goes on, or certain people try to provoke you to certain types of wrath, it just don't hit the same. You don't literally feel that within yourself. This is because you've healed, and you've healed majorly. This is what people want, but a lot of people go a lot of different ways to get it. Maybe if I get married, maybe if I go to school, maybe if I make a certain amount of money. When people are looking for that which you have achieved, you are like a tree planted by the streams of water that yields fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither, and all that you do, you prosper. You're solid. You're somebody who you've built your house on solid ground. You're somebody who you're established, and you're established based on the word. The word is in you. You become an embodiment of the word. Your life is a testimony. So you don't have to wait or think the other shoe's going to drop, because it's not. And even when things happen, life is always going to happen. But the way that you've been experiencing life, the level of detachment that you have, because some of you master the art of detachment. And detachment is not about being numb or not feeling. Like, no, you feel more than you've ever felt. You can love deeper than you've ever loved. You're free. You can experience things without being fearful of it. This is when you know you've reached this place, but you also are detached from outcomes because you're free. You don't need things to go a certain way for you to feel a certain way, because you do. So this is something that you've achieved. This is not just a happenstance. This is not something that is just temporary. This is an eternal joy that you're carrying with you moving forward. The only thing that you need to do is continue to be consistent with the things that got you to this place. You're going to see it's just going to continue to expand for you. Continue to do even those mundane things that we call mundane. A lot of you, when you find peace, you'll start to see that everything that you do, you love. Whether you're cooking, cleaning, sweeping the yard, like no matter what you're doing, when you find peace, it's like everything becomes enjoyable. Everything becomes a blessing to do, a blessing to participate in. So continue to do what you've been doing in terms of the things that you do for your mind, the things that you do for your body, the things that you do for your spirit, the things that you do for your emotions, nurturing yourself. Everything that you're doing, even for some of you, it's like it's just about consistency. Some things might seem like, well, not too much is changing in a day. And then you're going to suddenly look up one day and it's like your entire life is going to be completely different. Like, you're getting ready to live the life of your dreams, things that you once really prayed for, things that you once felt like you really needed and you just had to have, and that you worked and worked for and it just didn't come. These things are all now going to flow to you effortlessly. It's not going to be things that you're just chasing. It's going to be things that are coming to you, flowing to you. Almost some of it's going to feel like the blessings are just going to be being thrown at you. And this is due to the level that you've reached. So you're safe. This peace that you feel, this safety that you feel, that's your lot. That's your blessing. For those of you who this is for, you worked for this. And now you can just be that beautiful lioness, that beautiful lion where it's like, look, I'm a lion, baby. People know not to walk up on lions like that. But you don't have to fight. You don't have to assert your power. You're like the Lion King. You're like the king, right? Everybody can see what it is, but you chilling. Think about, even when you think about lions and you think about the prides, the male lion typically doesn't do much. The one that's the head honcho, the alpha lion, the women go out and get the stuff and bring the food back. The youngins and the little guys and the women go hunt. And the king really just do a lot of sleeping, to be honest, if you really search lions. So you're that lion, you're that alpha king in terms of, okay, you don't have to be a man specifically, but this is how your life is going to be. Like, you're the alpha. So it's like, now, yeah, you might do be the strongest, because the male lion, obviously he's the strongest one. But the irony of him being the strongest one, thank you for this analogy, Holy Spirit. It's like the perfect analogy. The irony of him being the strongest one is like, he already did his thing. He don't even have to put in no work. Now everybody else puts in work and they provide for the king. They provide for the strong one. So this is how it's going to be for you. Like, you are the strongest one. You've conquered so much. For some of you, you've experienced a lot. And you were able to heal from those things. You were able to integrate those experiences into your life to understand, one, it wasn't even personal. Nothing that we go through is personal, but it's closely and directly related to our purpose. So now you're going to see that even though you're the strong one, and many people around you know and see it, even if they would never say anything, things are going to just start effortlessly flowing to you. Things that seem like it used to take forever, they're just going to be coming. Like, you're going to think of a thought, you're going to have an idea, and something that's going to happen. You'll think of a person and they'll show up. You'll think of opportunity and it'll come. And this is all because of the work that you've done. Faith without works is dead. You didn't just pray for healing. You didn't just talk about it, but you also took the steps that the Most High led you to take in order to get to the place that you are. You're safe, baby. It's only up from here. Shouts out to everybody who this message was for. Also, remember, we have our consecration tools. Stay protected, stay covered. Keep that anointing strong. Chosen ones need tools too. This is what alterbodyco.com is for. Tools for the chosen ones, to keep you, to hold that space, to keep us focused daily. I personally use the Esther consecration spray. I use the Esther Mist every day. Every time I take a shower, I'm spritzing everywhere with it. Everything is all natural. So there's no alcohol in any of the mists or anything like that. So you can spray it your hair, your body, around your space. I always spray myself directly with the ester spray, and when I say it's beautiful, it will really have you in your real ester bag, your real ester season, put up out the way, and it will also keep them bugs away. Y'all know what I mean by them bugs, family. They like moths to a flame, you the flame. Then we also have our David consecration kits, which, remember, if you get David kits, anybody who gets a David kit during the month of December, this will also give you access to the lives that we did during the David consecration, which we went very in on advanced spiritual warfare. There was also prophetic guidance and deliverance prayers included in that, and a lot of resources that I shared for each of the days. So anybody who does get a David kit during the month of December, you'll also get access to those files and those resources and our Telegram group. I love you all so much, family. Stay blessed. You did a big one, and you made it to a place where most people would never reach. I love y'all so much, and I'll talk to y'all soon, y'all willing. Peace.